So I've been on TikTok the last couple of days and I've been seeing the paranormal activity stories has been the thing that's most popular and interesting. But y'all don't think the paranormal is real, but hey, I believe it. So it's time for me to throw my hat in the game and tell a quick story about when me and my sister and mama stayed in a haunted house. Now this took place in the late, about mid 90s, because I was in middle school. I wasn't in high school yet. My sister was real young, and we moved into this apartment over in College Park off of Old Net Air, off Old Gold, baby, called Biscayne. Now, Biscayne's still there, although the name didn't change. So we stayed in apartment 711 in the very back. And now that I'm older, I knew something was wrong because my mom was able to apply and move in the same day. Like, there wasn't no background check, wasn't nothing. It was eager for residents, for tenants. So we just stayed there alone, man. We stayed in this apartment complex, maybe. I know it had to be less than 6 months. So, first thing that started happening, there wasn't no weird sounds or nothing at night, wasn't none of that, wasn't no faucets and nothing coming on, cutting on. But we would all wake up with whelps on us and scratches. And I remember one time going to school and I had so many scratches on my arm. My teacher was like, "Everything okay at home?" I was like, "Well, yeah, with the real people, but I don't know what's doing this at night." All right. Second thing, me and my homeboy Orlando, we used to shout out Dirty O. We used to he stayed directly across the street in the apartments, directly across the street, same damn near same units, just across the street. And so at night we used to talk across the street through the window. My mom be like, "Get out that window and go to bed." But so how we used to get each other's attention, we would flash lights. So they would see my light come through, they hop up, flash one back, "I'm here, what's up?" So the next one day, I'm at school and Orlando was like, "Hey man, you was flashing me last night and I was responding, but you never opened the window and said nothing." And I'm looking at him like, "Huh?" He was like, "Yeah, bro, you did it for like an hour." I was like, "What time was it?" He said it was like 11:30. I was like, "Bro, I went to bed at 9. I ain't even watched Monday Night Football that night." That's how I remember it. And that was like, that's weird. All right. So one time, me and my sister, we get into an argument at the top of the steps. And to this day, my sister would tell you I pushed her down the steps. And to this day, I would tell you I did not. I literally felt some type of energy, some type of entity grab me and thrust me. He was trying to push both of it was trying to put both of us down the steps. I just happened to let go of my sister and she fell, broke her arm. Ooh, you talking about one of the worst ass whoopings. I can barely sit down on my right cheek nowadays because of that one. But yeah, that ghost got me an ass whooping. All right, so a little bit more time go on. Like I said, we don't stay in this house long. A little bit more time go on. We still getting scratches. We still getting unexplained whips and shit and markings on us while we slept. But the final straw, it was Easter Sunday. It was Easter Sunday. And you know the cameras, I forgot the old school cameras, Polaroid, I think when you snap the picture come out right then. We was rushing, taking photos in our Easter outfits before we went to church. We take a family photo in front of the mantelpiece, fireplace, little thingy jiggy, whatever you call it. So we take the photo. Photo doesn't come out instantly like it's supposed to. So my mom was like, "That's odd." So she's like, "Let's take another one." We take another photo. Photo don't come out. So my mom like, "Well, screw this. We gotta get to church." We go to church. We come home. The photo have come out of the camera. Now they still laying halfway in the camera, but on the table where my mom left the camera. My mom picks up the photo and she goes, "Oh my God." We look in the photo. My mom's in the middle. I'm on one side. My sister's on one side. You see two eyes right over my mom's shoulder. And it was in the same location in both pictures. Now I know you might be like, "Well, that could have been one of those bad takes or sometimes the camera pixelation." Nigga, no. It was two eyes. It looked like demon eyes in the photo. Two red dots. That was eyes. When I tell you we spent the night in that house, the next day I went to school, got off the bus, I'm walking toward the apartment. My grandmama and aunt pulled up, were like, "Oh, y'all don't live over here no more?" My mama ain't play about that shit, man. Yeah, bro. When she saw them eyes in that photo, she said, "Hell no, but we got a Bobski." You feel me? Well, yeah, man. So when people be like, "Oh, I stayed in a haunted house," I'd be like, "I believe it, bro." You never know. And at the time, my mom was a single mom with two kids. She trying to find whoever would take us, as far as like apartment searching. So she didn't know nothing. There wasn't no internet back then. There wasn't no way to look up anybody died in Biscayne apartment 711. But yeah, it was a weird energy in that house. We used to get into a lot of arguments as a family. Me and my sister would always be fighting. As soon as we moved out of there, all that stopped and went back to just feeling peaceful again. But yeah, man. Sometimes I've been out doing Uber before and picked up people from that apartment complex. I'd be like, hey, one time I picked up this girl from the back, kind of close to where it was. I was like, you know anybody stay in 7-Eleven? She was like, I don't think nobody staying there.